Welcome to another edition of the Letterman Jacket Podcast. I'm your host, Tuck, and I'm going to have to bring you an update to which I'm not too happy to be able to bring you today. Unfortunately, the Dallas Cowboys have parted ways with Dez Bryant, an Oklahoma State Cowboy. And quite honestly, it's kind of a surprising move for one way to look at it. If another way to look at it is it's been a few years coming with his decline in performance, his exorbitant salary number. I'm a little perplexed by the fact that they only about they save $8 million, but they still owe $8 million or something in that range. The financial incentives, are they really there? I mean, maybe once they brought in Allen Hurns, they felt that somebody like Dez Bryant was superfluous and a little bit exorbitant and extra. But, there have been some other reactions that a little bit more like mine, like Sean O'Hara of NFL Network saying he would be surprised that it didn't happen a little bit earlier on in the league year free agency process, which would have been able to give Dez more options and more leverage moving forward in free agency. Other players, I think the story is that DeMarcus Ware was kept in a little bit more in the loop when he was being released there. But all said and done, as far as the Cowboys go, I think Steve Smith brought up the best point when he said, this is actually going to affect their leverage and their influence, or influence them rather, on the first round of the NFL draft, because you no longer have, a plethora of options, a plethora of weapons. You brought in Allen Hurns, but some of the people that have been there in years prior are no longer there. So are you really going to be able to draft with complete autonomy and without any focus on the receiver position, which, clearly is a hot topic up in Dallas? So, that being said, Jerry Jones always seems to make things work in Dallas, no matter what the situation is. They've got a solid, strong core to be able to continue to grow and build upon. But clearly, I'm a little sad to see Dez Bryant leave the team he was drafted to. Moving forward, what that says about where Dez Bryant's going to be playing for the remainder of his career. He admitted as much on NFL Network that he wants to stay within the division, get his comeuppance, get his revenge. But also, according to Evan Silva of Roto World, the Eagles and the Giants are two teams in which they have quarterbacks that are prone to throw into tight window coverages, or at least comfortable, I should say, throwing into tight window coverages, which is where Dez Bryant thrives at this point in his career. And quite honestly, the rest of the list that Evan Silva tweeted out, Jameis Winston with the Bucks, Cam Newton with the Panthers, Matt Stafford with the Lions. None of those really jump off the page as a great fit for me. Maybe Cam Newton, because they're always looking for playmakers down there. Jameis has a pretty good set of receivers, as far as I know. Carson Wentz, that team, is so stacked. It's a little perplexing, but it's also hard to know where he might fall, just because the cap numbers at this point in the league year are so inflated with the number of bodies they have on each roster. But I'm an Oklahoma State Cowboy for life, and so is Dez Bryant, and I have a lot of sympathy for him and his family right now. I know any type of change like that is got to be tough, and clearly he's airing his grievances in a pretty public fashion. It's not like he named a lot of names or anything like that, but he's definitely at the forefront of the media, and I would say, acting more like one of those old school, maybe 90s or early 2000s types of receivers. So for, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. This has been a Letterman Jacket update. If you're a Cowboys fan, please let us know. If you're an Oklahoma State fan, always let us know. But if you have anything to say about this topic or would like to hear us about anything else, please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for all the support as we continue to grow. And this has been Tuck on a quick Letterman Jacket update. Until next time, take it easy.